Hi YouTube land, this is Fossilsaurus. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. It is going to be unboxing. It's going to be unboxing a number of boxes. Number of them from the same person, as a matter of fact. After unboxing, I'm just going to do a very, very brief maybe synopsis of what they are, and then I am going to hold off for another video, a second video, where I actually spend time going over them, because it could potentially be quite a few things. I don't remember what all these things are, so and I don't want to do an informative video until I have, especially with stuff, there could be stuff that I'm not as familiar with coming up, so I don't want to put things out there that I'm not 100% sure about, so I don't want to just unbox and then be stuck talking about something that I'm not as familiar with. So I want a chance to go back and do a little bit more research on anything that comes up that that I could use a refresher on. So this is just going to be the unboxing part of an unboxing video. So I hope that makes sense. If not, you'll pick up as we go along. So I guess let's get started with this box. Oh. Okay, there is info. Okay, and let's get anything that there is out of there. Okay. Now, of course, I'm going to go back through later and just double check and make sure that there wasn't anything else in there. I'm 99% sure I dug through, I could see, but I'm going to be sure. I'm going to make sure there's nothing else sitting in there. This is a tooth. I could tell that off the top of my head right there. Tooth or a claw, actually. I'm pretty sure it is a tooth. Ooh. Let me double check this. That is way cooler than just a tooth. Okay, I can see where the fossil is, so I'm being careful and only cutting where I can tell that the fossil is not. No idea what this is. This might actually be for display. It is a little thing of gunk, like gum stuff covered there. Now this is a Pachycephalosaurus horn, head horn. Very cool, very unique. I'm just going to give you a little show on this right now. These, of course, came off, tons of them all over their skull, all over their heads. So that will be something to go over. That'll be fun. In the meantime, I'm going to put them back gently. Everything away and put it in a holding spot for now. Okay. Number one, very cool. Now this is somebody I've bought quite a few stuff from. I recognize the name. And it is almost always from the Texas Redbeds, which is a Permian site, which is very cool. Feels a little beefy here. Feels bigger than a lot of the things I get from him. The majority of what I get from this guy is teeth and very small fragments of bone. This is actually a very good size. I'll have to look into it again, but look into the box and of course see what else is there and the others, but I believe that is a Dimetrodon. It is the end of one of the limb bones, which is very cool. Pretty big piece for a Dimetrodon. Let's get to this next one. If that's what it is, then it should be that all of these are very similar to that, because I remember when I got them, they were pretty similar. Now that appears to be a tooth. Yes. That is probably a Diplocalus tooth, which is like a salamander with a boomerang head, which is actually what the picture on my account is of. Okay, so we'll leave those there. This could be a number of things, but it may be something called a Secodontaurus tooth, which is also extremely cool, and I was looking forward to getting it from him whenever it came up. And definitely something worth going over. So, just these boxes so far, there's a number of videos that would be made from them. So I'm more and more glad that I am doing it this way as a large group instead of one at a time. That must be another Diplocalus jaw fragment. Very cool. And again, don't worry, you're going to get to see all these much better when I do the videos of the actual pieces of the animals. You will get to see a much better version view of all of these. I'm not entirely sure what that is. That could be a different, one of the Dimetrodon teeth. I don't remember what that is. I will have to look into it or ask him what exactly that is. But very cool. Now, let me carefully get these out of the way. another one from the same person. I don't need this anymore at the moment. I'm going to put this aside until I do again. Let us see. These are probably all going to be limb bones or fragmentary limb bones of Dimetrodon. Eventually, when I get to them. Yes. Dimetrodon bones. I'll have to look up and see exactly what limb bone it was. You can see that it's by the end of the bone because that's of course how it gets there and there. It's very easy to tell, and it may be easy to tell exactly which bone it is also based on how small of a space there is there before it starts widening and just how flat it becomes there. Leg bones actually have quite a difference between them. So even though they look at first glance very, very similar, they're more than different enough to usually be able to ID. ID as at least what bone, not IDing the animal necessarily. You have to really be an expert in order to go with nothing but this and to be able to identify what it is. You would have to, of course, have the location it was found. That is top. But an expert should be able to figure out whether this is the ulna or I mean whether it's even the leg or the arm or whatnot. All right. Oh, here's a little bit of excitement here. That is a very tiny vertebrae of a Dimetrodon. That must be a tail vertebrae. Now, when I do the actual videos, I'm going to set myself up here